Well, we have some big changes on the way this weekend. Colder air, rain, snow even, and a stormy pattern returns next week. So the records that fell are going to be done after today. The heat wave will end from this April. 4 records broken in the course of 2 days, both record highs, of course, Wednesday and Thursday, but also warm record lows, which are just as significant. Pretty incredible temperatures. We're going to be back in the 80s today, an unprecedented, never before recorded 4 days in the 80s, consecutive or otherwise, before April 15th. Has never happened. So this is really off the charts kind of heat. Doesn't quite garner our attention though, like a heat wave does in July or even January, but it's the equivalent of hitting 100 degrees 4 days in a row in July. That would get our attention, but we kind of just think we're owed it this year after a long winter, but it is really off the charts. Ice is starting to come out across the lakes. Of course, they are behind though. Most of southern Minnesota, you can see by April 14th, should have ice out. So no shock because of this slow start. Even with the warm temperatures this week, lakes are behind, but they're going to probably play a lot of catch up here now that we got rid of a lot of that snow and broke up the ice quite a bit. So we're still on the warm side of this system. This is a slow moving, still developing trough of low pressure all the way from Minnesota back into Texas. Showers, clouds, much colder air garnering itself together here off to the west. Most of the showers today will be in far northwestern and western Minnesota, but as we head into late night, we're talking this is 3 a.m. More in the way of some scattered showers, even some thunderstorms, so not a deluge of moisture, but it'll be out there. We might even get in on the dry slot tomorrow, but then on the back end of this, as the moisture starts to pull out, it's going to be cold enough where we're going to see a swath of snow. So we will at least see snow showers falling in the air, but it is possible we'll see some accumulation too, because this will line up just right with the cold time of the day here, late in the night, Saturday night, early Sunday morning. Models still all over the place, but the basic idea, they are catching on to the possibility of some snow bursts here early on. But there are big differences in looking at the model's snowfall output and the net snowfall, which is accounting for compacting and melting. Significant differences there, but it's definitely possible that we're going to see a coating of snow, maybe an inch or two for some spots in central or northeastern Minnesota, but regardless, a lot of water too, as the rivers are really rising here. We're talking about over an inch of liquid equivalent possible. Again, we'll have to see where those heavier shower bands line up, because there are going to be some dry slots in between, but somewhere in the state we'll get over an inch of some water. And chilly on Sunday. Look at this, statewide highs only in the 40s. A lot of clouds, again, some morning snow showers. We do warm up though again. By the time we head into Tuesday, we're talking about high temperatures near 60 again. A nice little break before another couple of storm systems develop. Looks like we're going to be back into this stormy pattern after a 1-week break from it. The heat wave moves on. Here's the upper level low and cold for the weekend. And then we'll see a much weaker ridge of warmth move in next week, pushing those temperatures up to the 60s, and then a big cutoff upper level low of cold and another Pacific storm lined up behind that. So Wednesday we'll start to see showers develop, snow on the back end of it where it'll be cold enough. Some models are a little further south with that. We'll have to watch it, but then the basic idea is you can see another storm lined up behind that as we head into the end of next week and next weekend. That could bring some more snow to Minnesota and rain. So yeah, in case you thought we'd just magically switch to summer, maybe you just moved here. I don't know. The rest of us know better. Yeah, we're going to be into that third winter, I think we call it around here. One last 80s today, falling temperatures tomorrow, and then changes on the way into next week.